Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. Well, I carried the XRP Torch for about 36 hours, and after Hodor passed it to me, I have passed it to the former employee of Ripple, Bob Way. And I think Bob has chosen someone very special to carry it next. He tweeted this out yesterday. Thank you to all the volunteers who want to take the torch. I know who I'm going to pass it to. It's a surprise for tomorrow. So I don't have any insider information, but I do know he is on Alex Cobb's channel today for an interview. Maybe he'll take the opportunity to use that platform and that moment to make his announcement. I'm so curious as to see who he has chosen. And Siamak Masnavi was on it again. I think he was the first journalist out with this story. It's a big one. A few hours ago, Huobi announced that they are launching XRP Futures contracts, and it is with margin. It'll start on the 29th, which is this Friday, and it starts with a $10 face value to begin with. That's a starting point, and you can trade up to a 20 times margin. XRP has had just massive and aggressive adoption lately. Let me just remind you of a few things that have happened. So Coinfield and BitTrue have added more XRP pairs, and the digital asset XRP also became Sharia compliant this past week. The gaming industry, the $43 billion gaming industry has embraced XRP as a digital currency, as well as building on top of the Ripple technology. And then we have XRP can be sent via Microsoft Outlook. You can send it in an email. It's just amazing. It was the most traded crypto on eToro in January, and it was the most traded digital asset in all of Japan in December. The Weiss Ratings Group just gave it a grade A on Monday for its technology and adoption. So it is really looking like a slingshot. This story came out today in Japan. It's big, and I tell you it's big because the numbers are just jaw-dropping. This is a Suica card, and the Suica card is what we use to ride the trains. 99.9% of the people on the east side of Japan have a Suica in their wallet, their pocket, or their card holder. And it's used to ride the trains and the subways, and it works at 580,000 stores, along with the 50,000 convenience stores. So think about this. The company that is launching the exchange, which will be one of the new ones here in Japan in April, the JR Railway is behind as a backer. And they said that they are probably going to let the virtual currencies be used to charge this card. There are 75 million copies of this card in Japan. You talk about adoption. This story just still has me floored. I just can't believe it. So Japan is still marching forward faster than any other country that I've seen in terms of adoption. Wow. So if we do see this come to fruition, it's really a big deal. All right, so the gaming industry is not going unnoticed by Tron, because they tweeted this out in the last 24 hours, that the gaming will be the killer application for blockchain. And at Tron, we are focused on building infrastructure, developer tools, and a community of developers who will make this vision come true. Yeah, like I said yesterday, I'm just so surprised that it took so long to get traction and become known that they are just a perfect fit. The esports and the gaming industry is a perfect fit for the digital asset and blockchain technology. I really do think this will be the year of gaming and cryptocurrency. Okay, this is a very interesting story because it really was under the radar. There was a big announcement made on March 6th. So the breaking news was that N2N was going to do a venture with the SBI group in Japan. This is another wow story. So let me just explain to you in brief what N2N does. They are a market maker, so they support the life cycle of ETFs. They also provide back office systems in regards to managing assets and currencies on a trading platform. And they are a Malaysian-based company, and it was back first in December 2018 when SBI made its first strategic investment. But now they actually have taken a majority share in the company. They have a 32.01% stake, and the founder, Mr. Tang, gave up his majority shareholding after 19 years and has now holding a 22.68% share of his company. But taking this capital, he said it's going to, changing this position, his position in the company, and taking the lead from SBI, it will allow them to expand rapidly. And let me just tell you what that expansion is. It's pretty amazing. This is going to be the forming of an Asian hub, and the two parties have agreed to form a holding company to cover the formation of digital exchanges for all Asia Pacific countries. And through this, you'll see that they both are going to do a 50-50 share for this new company. It is just, N2N is really a successful company. They've, over the past 5 years, have had double-digit gains. And this new kind of platform is being said to be revolutionary because they are going to create multiple financial instruments with instantaneous ownership going into the fractional share trading, which allows for affordability. So that is the tokenized asset world where you can basically buy a fraction of a share of something that could be from a Picasso to a famous building. And this trading hub, listen to this, the trading hub is going to be able to be, of course, a cross-border, in terms of cross-border trading. The phase 1 is going to launch with Malaysia and Singapore. They are ready to go, and they are going to pull Hong Kong in the next couple of weeks. After that, phase 2, they will launch with the Philippines, Thailand, and Indonesia, and phase 4 will have Vietnam and Taiwan. Wow. So Mr. Kitao is not only, has that 40% share in what's going to be the largest mining facility in North America, and also the full stack, because the full stack cryptocurrency derivatives and spot trading platform that will be they have 2 offices, one in Virginia and one in Virginia. Yeah, Virginia and Chicago. I can just tell you, he is going all in, and the future looks very bright because I am really sure that this market is going to mature nicely, and it's going to happen much quicker than you think. All right, everybody, I am moving to the fluff. There's a new building that just opened or was just completed yesterday. It's a unique 18-story skyscraper in Tokyo's Ikebukuro area, and it's straddling the Seibu Railway train tracks. So it was unveiled actually on the 25th. It's 100 meters tall, which I think is 18 floors. And the interesting thing is it's totally unique. It goes over the tracks. Look at this. So I want to show you. Here is a street view angle. Talk about amazing use of space. And not only that, it's a really, I think, beautiful building as well. So these architectures that you can see in not only Tokyo, but all of Japan is really, really special. And my favorite is at the time of the turn of the century, or even a little bit before, when you saw the Western influence. So there is this time where the Western influence and Japanese architecture merged and fused together, creating a very unique form of architecture that lasted for about 20-25 years. This is actually, I think, one of the oldest buildings that utilized Western technology and Western design, and it is the French Naval Hospital that was built in 1865. I don't think it's still standing, but this is an old retro photograph, and you can see how those two worlds merged together. Here is another very interesting building which still stands, and you can see how it too has merged the East and West together. This is actually a secondary school. But probably one of the most special buildings that merged that Western technology or the Western design here is Tokyo Station. This is a nighttime view. You can see that the station is quite large. It has 3,000 trains departing from the station every day. It's not the busiest in Tokyo. It's actually the 5th busiest, but it does have a lot of different lines, and Shinkansen, the bullet train, of course. The construction was started in 1908 and completed in 1914. It's 182,000 square meters, and the basement is full of shops and restaurants. If you can imagine the size of a very large football dome, it is almost the size of 4 of those together. So you can see here, this is a little bit of a detail picture, but these domes are what I want to show you. So when you come to Tokyo and you are near the Tokyo Station, please have a look inside, because the interior is just spectacular. It's so elegant and so nicely refurbished. It's really, really beautiful. Picture just doesn't do it justice. When you actually are there in person, it's just something to see in your lifetime. All right, everybody. So if you like architecture, come to Tokyo, because there is a lot of beautiful architecture to see. Do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.